Y'all saw the title, man. Let's talk about it. So, gotta stay away from ugly people. When I say ugly people, I'm not just talking about looks. I'm talking about on the inside. People could be ugly on the inside, man. But you gotta stay away from those people, because a lot of times those people could be jealous of you. Those people just have negative energy, and they're just not good people that you should surround yourself with, especially in the times we live in, man. God is coming soon. That's why I'm making this video. You know what I'm saying? Especially the second part of the video and the title is extremely important, on God coming soon. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I don't even have male friends. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of dudes nowadays are just ugly inside and out. Like, for real, for real. And I know a lot of dudes will say, oh, you shouldn't be judging men. But listen, if I'm going to consider you a friend, if I'm going to consider you somebody that I hang out with, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to be out and about with you, you know what I'm saying? When you're out, people don't think about this, but when you're out somebody, you literally putting your life in that person's hands. You don't know what beef that person has, especially when you get in a car with somebody. You know what I'm saying? They have your life responsible. They're responsible for what happens. So yeah, you can't be hanging around all these ugly people, man. So you got to judge a guy by his looks. If he can't dress well, you know what I'm saying? If his facial structure is off, you know? A lot of times ugly people do ugly things, you know? So stay away from those dudes, man. Stay away from ugly dudes, man. I done had plenty, I could give you plenty of examples, and I'm pretty sure you watching this have plenty of examples of giving ugly dudes a chance, and they do ugly things, whether that's stealing from you, whether that's trying to push up on your woman, whether that's disrespecting women because they're not interested in them. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's starting fights with other people just because they're not happy with themselves. They're in a bad mood. They're always negative, you know? A lot of dudes, maybe you even hang with, associate with, they're super negative, man. They always look on the bad side of things instead of the bright side of things. That is an ugly person. When you can't find the positive out of something, you are an extremely ugly person. You don't deserve to be around good-looking people, you know? You could be good-looking on the inside. You may look at somebody and say, oh, that person is ugly, but they got a good heart. They got a beautiful heart, you know? So I'm not saying just because a person doesn't look good, just because women don't find him attractive, that you can't hang around with him. If he's an ugly person on the inside, but he has a great heart, he's always in great spirits, he's always positive, he's always has the best outlook of things, then that's not who I'm talking about. That's somebody who you could hang around with. You know what I'm saying? You can work on the outside features. If somebody has a good heart, they're good on the inside, beautiful on the inside, and they may be ugly, you could try to adjust that. You know, a person that doesn't have the best facial structure, make up for it for how they dress. You know what I'm saying? Make up for it by how they smell. You know, make up for it by how they get a clean lineup. They have nice, good hair. There are other things, you know? I don't want to dwell too much on this subject, but yeah, you really want to stay away from ugly people that are ugly on the inside and out, and vice versa. This just doesn't go for men. This goes for women too, you know? And pretty often I see a lot of women who, you know what I'm saying, you ever see a woman who's fit, in shape, and then she's got like overweight friends? Like, I really don't understand that, you know? Women do that stuff a lot. So, you know, women can be held accountable too when it comes to that. But as a guy, because dudes are not talking about this enough, as a guy, you got to be careful what type of dudes you're hanging out when they're ugly on the inside and out. All right, so let's talk about the second part, man, about these drones. First time I heard about these drones, they were in New Jersey, man. I was surprised to hear that they're in Connecticut. There have been multiple drone sightings in Connecticut. And the even crazier thing is they're saying on the news that some of these drones are the sizes of cars. Yes, vehicles that I'm in right now. That is crazy. Who is creating these? Who is designing these? The first person that came to my mind was Elon Musk. But people would say, oh, if it's Elon Musk, why are the drones all the way in Jersey? Why are they not, you know, on the West Coast area? I don't know. But it also comes to mind that if you don't know, Yale, we have Yale College in Connecticut, in the state that I was born and raised in and still reside in. And Yale College is a very powerful college. Not only is it one of the top colleges in the country, but a lot of politicians, past presidents, judges, a lot of important people have went to the fraternity Skull and Bones and Yale. President Obama, President George Bush, and so many and so forth and so on. A lot of evil things go on inside that fraternity. So, you know, I got to put two and two together. And like I said in the beginning of the video, these are the end days. God is coming soon, man. So the best thing you could do is just get right with God. I am not scared. I'm not scared if they said aliens were coming, if UFOs, if they said martial law is coming in effect, if they said these drones are going to start shooting people. And it is what it is, man. I'm not saying I'm ready to die, but I'm just saying I am mentally and emotionally prepared to go to heaven, to you know what I'm saying, to be with my maker. You know, it is what it is, man. So my girlfriend said that it made a good point. She said it possibly could be Russian spies, what could be true. But my thing is, why are they in New Jersey and Connecticut? I'm not sure if there were any New York sightings. New York is right there, so maybe there were some New York sighting as well. But it's really throwing me off that we seen them in Connecticut, you know? I don't understand. And like I said, that's the only thing that come to mind is Skull and Bones, you know? A lot of important people, a lot of people of power had to go to that fraternity, man. Now, I saw that Trump said that the government has something to do with this. And a lot of people are going to take it and run with it and be like, oh, Trump is risking his life. Trump is such a good president. He's going to expose things. Listen, at the end of the day, Trump works for the government. So I don't care what he says. I don't care if he says the government. Yeah, the government is probably involved, but you work for the government. So what does that say about you? You know more than you are willing to say. For sure, for sure. He knows way more than he's willing to say. He works for the enemy. That's why I told you people, do not put your faith into man. I did say that I feel like Trump has exposed a lot of things, and Trump is going to make a difference, but at the same time, we cannot forget who he works for. Same thing with Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was preaching, I have a dream, people come together, blah, 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 but he was armed with the Jews. The Freemason Jews. Our enemies that run everything now. BlackRock Vanguard. He was armed with those kind of people. So, you know, that's another example of it doesn't matter what you say, it matters who you work for. You know? Martin Luther King was also on some Hitler type of stuff. He was taking those type of classes so he could try to become a dictator. Yeah, man, Trump knows, but he can't say. He knows what's going on, but he can't say. I told y'all, man, it's all a game at the end of the day. That's why Biden is playing Mr. Nice Guy with Trump. You guys went to war, Republican versus Democrat, but when the war is over, everybody's all buddy at the end of the day. Get the freak out of here. That's what I don't understand. That does not make sense to me when it comes to politics. You are two people that are going to battle, and you both have different things you believe in. Now, just because I won, all right, now we got to be cool. No, I still do not like you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. There's not going to be a peaceful, what is the word I'm looking for? Babe? There's not going to be a peaceful transition when it comes to Biden leaving and Trump. No, there's not going to be none of that. And I'm going to make it known I don't like you. No, say what you want to say. The people don't mind hearing you talk.
No, but I don't know if you heard, but Biden pardoned 150 criminals. So he's not going out quiet.
Wow. So you heard my girlfriend. She just sprung some information on me that I didn't even know. Biden's pardoning criminals. Well, you know what's crazy? Biden also said he was going to pardon his son, right, babe? Didn't he say that?
Yeah, he already did.
He already pardoned his son. And Trump said that he may pardon his family members as well, man. But that's just what it is. Trump did also pardon Kodak Black. And Trump did pardon somebody else too. So Trump does pardon black people. Man, y'all know how I feel about rappers, but it is what it is. At least he pardoned some black people. Kodak Black is somebody that a lot of people in Florida actually care about. You know, and I actually do like some of his music. I don't like him as a person, but I do like some of his music. So, yeah, man, when it comes to the parties and stuff, that's expected. White people are going to take care of their own people. You know, that's just what it is. But that just also lets you know, again, when it comes to these drone sightings, that Trump knows more than he's willing to say, more than he can say. You know, he can only say but so much, man. This man has many attempts on his life. And if you don't think the Democrats are behind it, there is something wrong with you, man. The Democrats run politics. They run it. Just because Trump is in office and he's a Republican doesn't mean anything. Politics were started. He's not in office yet, but he's going to be in office. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And just because of that doesn't mean anything. Politics are still owned, created, started, designed by Democrats, which were also a part of Christianity and slavery. So yeah, man, with that being known, man, you can't trust any of these people. But again, man, as far as these drone sightings, I'm not worried about it. I really don't care what they're doing. It is what it is, man. I keep my faith in God. I am God's child. You know, I leave it in his hands. I leave it in his hands, man. But yeah, man, I don't want this to be too much long of a video. I just want to come up here and talk to you about ugly people, staying away from ugly people, and these drone sightings, man. So I don't know where you live, but if you see any drone sightings, comment down below. Have you seen any? What do you think it is? Do you think it's aliens? Do you think the government is involved? Would it have you worried? Because I'm not worried. Let me know, man. Hit the like button for your boy. Comment down below. Share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace and love.